Hey, welcome to today's video where I want to share with you one word that will set you free in your business. My name is Dejan, and if you are first time on this new YouTube channel, Passion to Profits, there are two purposes of recording those videos. First is to improve my English with my coach, and secondly is to share some ideas that helped me a lot to build a six-figure coaching business. And if you watch previous videos, you could get some insights what helped me a lot. And today topic is one word, and that word is systems. Today is Wednesday, and now I am having coaching session and recording this YouTube video. And also last 2.5 years or 3 years, I had free Wednesdays because I know with certainty that my business will function without me. My primary business is accounting agency, and we have I think maybe 200 clients, I don't know, in three cities, in three biggest cities in Serbia. And last couple of years I'm not doing anything operation for those clients, and what helped me a lot are the systems, but that was never that wasn't the case before. I think 5 or 6 years ago, I remember that I was doing all those activities on a daily basis, and I didn't have time to develop my business, to work on my business, to do some strategic activities. And the reason for that, I didn't have time in the first place. So I heard the interesting idea that if you want to set you free, you will need two things. You will need, on the first place, systems. And when I say systems are just sequence of steps that leads you to some results. And if you watch your business as a whole system, which is consists of small subsystems, like a car, like a phone or something else, then you can see that there is hope for you to systemize those activities, so you can get your clients those results which they are paying you without your involvement. And for example, I started a story that a few years ago I was doing all those jobs, and one of those jobs was each month I was issuing monthly invoices to my current clients, and each month it took me about 2 or 3 hours to issue all those invoices. And when I at that point I asked myself, am I the best person to do these activities? And the answer is no. So next question was what I need to do to free myself from that activity next month. And first thing that I did is just create a checklist of steps that I do each month when I'm doing that activity. And for example, first step on that activity is just to look my spreadsheet with my clients and what I need to the amount needs to issue to them. The second thing is to open my accounting software. The third thing is to create invoice for each client. Fourth thing is to send them email. Fifth thing is to fill the table again, and so forth. You get the point. And it took me maybe 2 or 3 times more to create those steps and to record for each step a short video where I explain how is that step should be done. And when I finished that, I had in my system something very valuable for me, and that was that I have a process or system that is not anymore in my head, but is outside of my head. And at that point, my business started to become independent from the people, especially from me as an owner. And my business started to become independent from other systems. And your goal as a business owner is to create a system that is dependent on the systems and dependent on the people, because people can come and go, but systems and those all subsystems activities that you are doing in business on the daily basis will stay with you. And this is how I save next month 2 hours, and next month I create a new system that save me maybe half an hour per month. Next time I create a new system that save me 1 hour per month. And today with my business, account business, which is 10 or 15 times bigger than it was 5 or 10 years ago, I am working maybe in that business between 3 and 5 hours per week. And in those hours, I'm doing only strategic stuff that only I can do, and I can't delegate that. And all other activities for my clients is doing by my people, by my team, who are following all those systems that we are created in my business. So this is basically my story, why what is system and why systems are important. And second thing, maybe you will ask yourself, okay, that sounds okay, but what's the first step? From where should I begin, and how to create systems? And basically, you just need to have in your mind a picture that a broader picture that you don't need 100 to create 100 systems and processes, but you only need to create maybe 1 or 2 or 3 systems per month that is taking you for activities that are taking you lots of your time. And in global, maybe you will need just to create 10 or 20 systems that will free you maybe 10, 15, 20 hours per week. So you could develop those 3 hours to develop your clients, to work on your marketing, to build your team, and to grow your business. And the first thing is just to see on the daily basis and on the weekly basis what are those activities that you know that will repeat on daily, weekly, and monthly basis or quarterly basis, and you start with those activities. You just create one spreadsheet, so you create one column with rows with those intervals, and you just start putting on that spreadsheet all those activities that's first pop on your mind. And after that, you just need to capture what you are doing while you are doing that activity. For example, when I was issuing those invoices, I just start screen recording my computer and creating a checklist for each step that I am doing at that moment. And when I finished my work, which already I supposed to do that day, then after that, besides that I finished that work, I also have that system that could be repeatable by someone else and not only by me. And those are 2 key steps for you to start creating those systems. And when you start creating those systems, you probably will get more clarity what to do next, and you also will have some questions and issues what if you stuck at some obstacles. But that is a good point, because you need to start to think, to use your mind, and to solve those obstacles. But the bigger picture, the end goal is just to create those activities, those systems, just to create the systems for those activities, most important activities, and judge and delegate those activities to your team members. And believe me, if you do that continuously, you will create freedom in your business. That's the topic for today's video. The video is finished, and see you in the next one.